Okay, here we go.
I'm not even DMing this one, and I'm angry at you.
Mr. Hedge? Is that you? And standing over the smushed up carcass of a big, dirty shallop is one Edward Hedge, holding aloft above his head World Shaker, which we have an image of. Ooh, for all of you listening. Ooh, there it is.
That's cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Oh, check out the vines.
It's got a jewel in it.
By
that rules.
Allington.
It's got a fucking jewel. I think though,
Andy
when you
Allington.
grasp it, it can still hold your hand as well.
Yeah, I had this
Make it
idea
grow
that
down.
a vine would come around and wrap around my arm to give me like.
Yeah, you can't drop your. That is a property of it, that it can't be dropped except by you.
Is that for real?
No one can.
Oh, you can't be
No one can
disarmed.
take it from you.
Is that for real?
Can't be disarmed.
Well, that's beautiful.
And what if they chop
a
off
good
my
idea.
arm? Does the vine wrap around my shoulder to keep it attached to my body?
Yeah, however
Just
you want
heal.
to draw it, baby.
Well, let's
You
try
make
it. Let's
happen
try.
like
Let's
that.
cut off your
Let's try
arm
it
and
right
see what
now.
happens.
Wait. So
Fuck, it's like a ding dong.
is Charlie dead?
No.
He's
He's
kind
dying.
of like near death. He's not looking great.
I'm going to
He's
reach
poisoned.
down and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Oh, nice. How much do you heal him for?
I heal him for 10.
Oh, and he's like, oh, and he's still a bit nauseous, but he goes, oh, Mr. Hedge, you came back. Where'd you were raptured for ages, like 2 episodes.
I was talking to a green man, and he gave me this hammer. Check out my boon. Guys, we have a mission.
Check out my boon.
Check out my boon.
Have I been?
Am I using the word boon right? Is it correct?
Have you seen his boon?
Somebody untie me from this spider web.
Oh, that's right. I'll use my dagger to slumbo through the spidey webs.
Ah, excellent.
Okay, you free Mr. Highstrider from his web-like prison, but it's actually webs. The prison is webby prison. And you're all.
Can I cast
Yes.
a cantrip now that I'm out? And I go to
can,
Mr.
of
Beverly and I cast mending. I've got the artificer cantrip mending. Can I fix him up?
So you go over to, of course, the not corpse, the remains of Mr. Beverly.
Don't say carcass. You didn't say carcass for Charlie Dinks.
Stump?
You didn't say carcass for his friend. Don't say carcass for my friend.
I thought he was your best
And
friend.
there
Dave.
is-
Yes, Mr. Beverly. I said it
right.
killed my best friend and my employee Charlie Dinks. You've got
Yes.
the commas in the wrong place.
I see.
And you see that it's basically it looks like a kind of a pile of driftwood, really, with a head in it, because he's been so crushed and ground up. Some of the joints are snapped.
Beverly, speak to me. Speak to me.
And he's like, and his eyes, there's like a faint flicker in his eyes, but he's mostly, you can't just turn him back on. It's going to take a little bit of time, but you think if you gather up his parts that you could rebuild him, make him stronger.
You're going to be okay. We'll make you better than you ever have. You remember the good times, Mr. Beverly, whenever we found you at that adventuring party, when you helped me make my tent, that time with our horse when we fought... remember when we fought the goats? Remember we fought the goats, Mr. Beverly? You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay.
You
I'm just putting it right back
You
down.
met him in here.
We're going, whatever it costs, we're saving that boy.
He wasn't even happy about it.
Sweet boon, by the way.
Thank you
I
very much.
love your boon.
Hey, it has been...
Mr. Highstrider, you so one of his arms is a sword, like it's a big spike, but in his other hand there is a dagger. Well, you see on the ground that it's a dagger. That
Okay.
when he was fighting, but there's a dagger there.
I'll take the dagger.
You don't
Okay.
want a sword that's also an arm?
Well, I would. What I've been thinking about, Eden, and I don't know if you're going to allow this.
You want to fuse and become a cyborg?
So like I can use my magical.
A magical?
I can infuse items, right? I was looking at this in the D&D Beyond, and so I can infuse items of up to a certain rarity. I was wondering if I could give myself an arm blade, which is a blade that you can hide inside your wrist, and then it flicks into your hand as a sort of concealed dagger. Normally, it would only you'd have to be warforged, but I figured like he could make like a sling built into his hand or something.
Yeah, you can do. You can give yourself a little stabby dagger.
You
You're
can
an
do a little
artificer. You can
surgery
work
on
it out.
yourself, you weirdo.
Yeah, nice. All right,
But
I'm going
it
to take
will-
that, and I'm going to build. As soon as we take a long rest, I'm going to build a sling for it, and that will be one of my
That it
properties.
flicks out.
Yeah.
You've got quick relief.
Aiden, you want everybody to have something cool except for me.
Demi,
You take the sword
patience.
arm. Take the sword arm.
Patience. Patience,
Yes.
Demi.
No, I'm putting it in my
Patience.
backpack. I'm keeping
Your
Mr.
fucking
Beverly
backpacker,
together.
yeah, I fucking knew.
Take the
So-
spider butt. Oh, you
I'm
should
taking
take
the
poison.
spider
Poison.
ass. I'll take this poison
Check.
from the spider ass. Taking the poison from the spider ass, please.
Wait, Demi. I'll be with you in just a
Sure,
Because
second.
you're gonna say
That's not
wet, and you're not gonna let me.
Okay, you can milk the spider butt for poison. You
How do
can
you
be
do it?
doing
I'm
that.
currently milking it.
Milk that butt.
I'm
So-
stroking it from one end to the other with one finger.
Expressing its
Jackie,
anal
can you-
glands.
Until it expresses
Can you
spider.
show
Yeah.
Dave his dagger, please?
Ooh. Look at
So
this.
you grasp the dagger in your hand, and you feel you feel suddenly your
Whoa, hell
senses
Yeah, look at that.
Thornclaw.
Ugh,
your
yuck.
senses come
Ooh.
Ah,
your
a
senses
boon.
come
Am I saying that right? Boon? I think I got this and I don't even have to do shit.
your senses come alive, Dave. Or
I
rather,
don't like
Mr.
when Dave's
Highstrider.
senses come alive.
And you feel
Like I'm perceiving it for the first time.
well, no, your senses come alive, and you suddenly notice things that you hadn't noticed before, like the way tracks move around on the ground. You smell things a little bit differently. So
Have I got
through your
have I got
asshole.
spider sense?
Yeah.
no. So you have if you have survival, this gives you the survival skill. If you don't have it, and if you do have it, it gives you expertise.
I have got it, so I'm going to get the survival skill. Rules. Thank you.
You got the survival skill.
Hell yeah.
Proficient. This gives you proficiency in survival.
Oh, this is going to look so good coming out of my wrist like ah!
You're gonna be such a fucking Toby
I'm gonna
Maguire. No,
I'm
you're gonna be a full
And I'm
Toby
gonna be like this,
Maguire.
and I'm just gonna be doing this, and it will be like, honestly, it's stimming for me. It's just stimming. I
I
like it because
hate
I
it.
just go, and I've got my knife, and then I go, and you're talking to me, and it's like I'm not even paying attention because I'm stimming. I'm stimming right now.
There's a guy.
Is that thing where you put something down your penis to masturbate?
No, close. I'll explain that later. Anyway, it's
You're
wonderful
going
that
to
we're all
be
back.
doing that while he's talking to us. He's going to be putting something down his penis.
And Mr. Charlie Dinks comes over to you, Highstrider, and looks down at Mr. Beverly and says, "Can we take him with us, Mr. Highstrider?
Don't you worry.
Can you fix him?"
Charlie, we're going to do what it takes to bring back our friend Mr. Beverly. We will sacrifice anything, you understand? Anything and anyone.
Oh, all right. Okay, that's reassuring. So Charlie Dinks starts to get a rope and binding him up into a pack. So
Oh
that
yes,
you
so
can
you carry
take
him.
him
Good
with you.
idea. Good idea.
Like C-3PO.
By the way, we noticed you having a little snooze during the fight. That was noticed.
That was interesting.
Sorry, Mr. Highstrider. I feel much better now
Yeah, I bet you
that
do.
the fighting's
feel
over. I
refreshed.
know that looks bad. But he healed. The power of the Green Man compels me.
Okay, well, I'm just saying there's nothing I can do about it because you're graduated. It just makes me like you less.
Sorry, Mr. Well, that hurts. That really hurts my
That's just
feelings.
Maybe we learn. We do things. Actions have consequences. Anyway, that reminds me, Mr. Hedge. While you were having your little one-on-one with your despicable god, I did a little bit of recon, and apparently there's tunnels all through this place, and there's good rooms and bad rooms, and I couldn't read the runes, but I reckon you might be able to. So can I go and take him to the big engraved wall?
Please read the room.
You can.
No.
You can.
See, read the room. Read the room.
I focus my eyes and look at it. What do I read?
So you go over and you
Right.
find there is a very fine seam in the stone,
Uh-huh.
and
Seams,
as
madam? Nay,
you
not
walk
seams.
towards it, you put your hand on the stone, and a depression opens up.
In my heart.
And in a depression, a hole in the wall, you see
Depression
this.
opens up my heart.
Jack, can you show us the last thing, please?
Oh.
It's like it's a drum.
Well, I think you should get this one too, Simon, because you found it. It's only fair if you get the drum as well. You got your spider button.
But I love drums!
And the voice echoes in your head, Mr. Hedge. It says, "For your herald."
What does it say?
For your herald.
My herald. Tesla, come here. I think this might be right up your alley.
Oh, my name's Jonathan. They said Harold. I don't know.
What?
Seems like it said Harold.
I had a
think.
friend, I had a school chum called
You
Harold.
didn't hear that.
Do we need to
You
call-
didn't hear that.
No.
No, you didn't hear what he
So then I
said.
guess we can't do this irritating.
No, great. Now, guys, I've got some great news. I know that you've been looking for magical items. I have it on good authority that there are 5 amulets that, if we get together, release a fabulous treasure.
Ooh, Corinthian treasure?
Yeah,
I need that for
absolutely.
the academy.
Well, then,
Just gonna make a little quick. I'm gonna make a little quick insight check if I can, Eden. Is that okay?
Grabbing every dice he can.
What are you trying to determine
If
with your
he's-
insight?
If he's being the straight,
And then touching his phone
I wanna
so as
know-
to not roll a physical dice.
I want to know if he's being the straight bean with me. Okay, so let me just
Okay.
will I
strangest
roll a
bean there
deception
is.
check or?
green bean.
Wow, that's true.
Yeah, 17.
Yeah, you can try and deceive him.
Okay.
Sure.
17.
I think I have to beat you, so I think I lose.
Yeah, I think you're like, oh, he seems like a straight bean.
You are
Very
being the straight bean, right?
I'm the straightest bean?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm going to go along with you, but if I don't find these Corinthian artifacts for the academy, then I'm going to take all of these magic items and I'm giving them to the academy. All right?
Right, old man.
All right.
Keep your shirt on.
Okay, Boomer.
Sorry, yes, I don't know why. It was very hot in this cave. I put my shirt back on, but we're doing it.
What does Demi's drum do?
What does my drum do? What is it for me?
So, it's a +1 drum, which means,
Drums are good.
so yes, so you strap it on your shoulders and it sits on your hip, and it's got a little thing for your drumsticks.
Your drumsticks.
My drumsticks.
So
my
because
Donald
you're a
Trump
bard,
sticks. Where
Your
do I? How do I?
Trumpstick.
How do I? What do I do?
I'll figure out how to do it on your D&D and Beyond. But what
Okay.
you need to know is,
Yes.
that it gives you +1 to spell, attack, and DC. So it makes your spells better.
yeah.
That's cool. And my dagger, is it a +1 dagger?
But whenever you make a spell, you have to say rub-a-pum-pum.
Pum.
The little
And
drum-
it,
Pum-pum.
So you can when you try it out, it rumbles with a deep resonance.
It
and
rumbles
the
with a
air-
pum pum.
Yeah, the air starts to shake with a pum. So once per long rest, you can also cast the Thunder Wave spell.
He's doing it. It's not even. It's not me. It's not me throwing it up inside.
Humming all over.
That's not the pipes on this card. He knows how to draw so well, and then he's just got these pipes that he breaks out whenever the fuck he wants. You
There's a
two,
choir
Eden,
boy.
you're guilty of this as well.
I am
No,
guilty
throw
of
Dave
pipe.
in there. Go ahead. Dave's also a nice singer.
We're all
Should we start a
nice
band?
singers.
Why are we not
Yeah.
there?
Would it be funny instead of
Four
playing
lead
D&D?
singers, no backing
No,
instruments at all.
All we did was like jam in front of the Dungeons and Dragons fans every week on an internet stream.
Jam it
Fucking
out.
hell.
What should we call our band,
Jam it
guys?
hard.
Oh, what are we
Demi.
going to call our band? Wait, Eden, there's something important happening. I'm
Okay,
so
sorry. I apologize.
I'm really sorry, but
What are
Simon
you
asked me
gonna
a
call the
question.
band?
What are we going to call the band?
Focus. What are you gonna call the band?
Okay.
Well,
Well,
someone better say something really funny, or it's going to be like
No.
such a shame that like we interrupted him.
we are focusing the attention on this punchline.
On this bit,
punchline.
this bit,
What
yeah.
are we going to call the band?
What are we going to call the band, Simon?
I threw that question out to you guys first.
Yeah, and I threw it to Dave.
I'm not
I
having
think
it.
I
we should
always
call
wanted
it-
to be. Go on.
Dave,
If I was
on,
gonna be,
Eden?
if I was gonna be in a punk band, I would call it Doofus. I think it's a good name for a punk band.
Doofus?
I don't want to be in that band.
I'm
I don't want to
out.
be in the
I'm
band. I'm not going.
Well,
No,
the
but
band's
it's
over.
1995. It's 95. It's cool because it's
Everybody quit the
1995.
band.
Yeah, I'm not
Including
doing it.
Okay, what's your band called
No,
then?
the band reformed without me. Are we taking a rest, Eden? Can we take a little rest here?
You
taking a
can
big
take a
rest.
rest if you like. Demi,
Hi.
your drum, you can cast the Thunder Wave spell.
Oh, sick.
Ooh.
Do I have to? I can do this later, or do you want me to do it now?
Yeah, I'll figure it out. But if you just look
Okay.
up Thunder Wave, you get that once per long rest.
All right, great.
It makes like big
You gotta
boom
see,
happen.
yeah.
Well, yeah, that I know, but I need to know where to look it up.
Okay.
So thank you, Mr. Andy Allington, for
Yeah, thanks.
the Allington on Instagram
Thank
for
you.
drawing all of those things.
It's really cool to have
and,
the
uh,
art of the magic items. That's real fun.
That's what the everybody helps me out on Tuesday mornings, and we plan this stream, and then here we are doing it for reals. So you all have the boons of Verdis are delivered to you. Yeah, and
we
you can
didn't
take
have
a
to
long
agree
rest.
to do shit. That's what's really good for us. These
You
are
can take a
tax-free
long
boons.
rest.
Do these guys know that these are boons of Virtus, or do they just?
Hey,
are
I
they-
just found this shit, man. Don't
Yeah.
try and get me involved in your weird religion. Okay?
I was given a drum.
a
That's
magical
all I
drum
know.
in a.
I found this in a friend. All right, I found this inside a friend. So if you think that God put this in my friend,
Maybe he did.
Add my spell.
Maybe he did. So you guys are gonna camp out here? You're gonna take a long rest?
yeah.
Yes. Hold on.
Okay. So if you work through your long rest, and we'll figure this out over the next session, but when you level up to level 3,
Oh, shit.
level 3.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
I have to do this later.
So working
Can't add
working
this.
through the through the rest Highstrider, you can, using your tools and whatnot, reanimate the body of Mr. Beverly into your steel defender.
Cool. So I lose my goggles and I retool them into my arm blade. Oh, but I can also make Mr. Beverly, you're back. I think hang on, let me just tighten some bolts here and
Yep.
yeah. Look at all right. Mr. Beverly,
I am.
if you can hear
Mr.
shut up for a second. Shut up for a second. If you can
Yes,
hear
sir.
me, say hello, Highstrider.
Hello, Highstrider.
Well, put it there, bloody friend. You're back. And I give him a double high five, and then we kiss.
and
you
then they
kiss.
kiss.
Memories, sweet memories of human tongue.
I fucked up the voice, but otherwise, I've got to say, I'm pretty proud of myself.
Yes, sir. I'm proud of you too, sir.
Well done, Mr. Beverly. Oh, you cannot believe the shit I've had whelping me. But that all changes today. I'm not even going to look at Charlie anymore because in fact, here's my backpack. You take this. This is going to be wonderful. Also, check this out. Arm blade. See? And I
Very
can do that.
cool, sir.
It's cool,
I
isn't
must
it?
say, sir, you look very cool, sir.
Well, you would say that. You're programmed to say that. But still, thank you.
Yes, sir. You're welcome, sir.
All right. Wake up the rest of these fuckwits.
Yes, so as you awake from your long rest, Mr. Tastely and Mr. Hedge, you feel yourself rejuvenated, and you see that Highstrider has sort of horribly reanimated and stitched together with hinges and whatnot, what was once a totally
Pork-bot.
organic being that he's turned in sort of a cyborg approximation of what it once was.
And honestly, I didn't think I had enough wood, and then I remembered that we got fucking heaps of wood in the firewood box, and I used some of that.
Just use some of that.
And then I've got hinges, and I didn't even know I was carrying these hinges, if I'm honest. I've been carrying these hinges since North Haven.
Why do you have those hinges?
I don't know. I've got a bag full of hinges, and this bag of ball bearings, I didn't know what to do with that, but I just pinned some of them in. That's like studs.
And you've been carrying them, or you've been making asking Charlie to? Those were.
They've been carried. Is the important thing since North Haven. I think I did pretty fucking good. And
who's your monster here?
Mr. Beverly. Watch this. Hey, Mr. Beverly. And also, what's really great is he installed ChatGPT 4 in him. So watch this. Mr. Beverly, write a film for me, starring Kate Blanchett as a high-strung conductor who ultimately gets her comeuppance. Give me the synopsis.
A conductor wants to play the Goldberg variations on the piano, but cannot find a pianist skilled enough. She then summons the spirit of a demon into its body, making a deal with the devil. She wins the Academy Award and becomes an EGOT, as she has always desired.
I mean, it's not like a full bard yet, obviously. Your job's safe for now, but pretty fucking impressive for a robot. Anyway, I think he gets an equal share of all the treasure moving forward. I just got to say that now. How do we all feel about that?
Okay, Beverly, what is 10 times 92?
Don't ask him that, he's not been tested.
All right.
He doesn't like maths. Emergency shutdown, conserve power.
There was a point when we were watching Tar today where Dave was like, she's a vampire hunter, right? And then there's a couple of moments in the film where Dave Ledodo, he was like, this is where the vampires come in.
It's like her running, jogging, here's a scream in the distance in the night in Central Park. There's a scene where she walks through a spooky basement. Both of those scenes, she could be attacked by vampires.
And something's like chasing her. Yeah, it's we could very easily.
Yeah, you could make that trailer.
Yeah.
You could easily make that trailer.
I watched a movie once with Daniel Radcliffe that it was. I put it on because I was like, oh, I get the vibes that there's a ghost in this movie, and
that was Weird Al.
Nothing I'm going to say is going to be better than that. Let's go. It's just like Tom came in and he was like, what the fuck are you watching? And I was like, I don't know, it's got Daniel Radcliffe in it, and I thought there would be a ghost in it. And he looked up the plot and he was like, Demi, this is just about like apartheid. And I was like, oh.
Oh, Lee Maymore's in that.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't know, I just thought. Yeah, I was like, I don't know, I just felt like there was going to be a ghost. And he said, why? I was like, I don't know, I just kind of guess.
Yeah, the ghost of racism.
Yeah, right?
What about Tarbius, the living vampire? Alright, I'm done.
About Avatar, the blue woman boss, I don't know.
Movie. So the Mr. Beverly...
Avatar, the Way of Mala.
Mr. Beverly looks to you, Hedge, and you see deep in his organic robot skull a flickering of a green light, still living, but now pasted over with the ghastly robot bits.
Pasted better.
Is this a
pasted better?
Is this a champion?
It's a steel defender.
Was he Virtus's champion?
Charlie Dinks pipes up and says, he appeared when you raptured. He was defending you from the spiders.
He did say that he was here to defend the champion.
I think you're the champion. You give us your amulet. Your amulet's the fifth amulet. You have your holy symbol.
The fifth amulet was love all along.
Well,
yes, Demi.
Oh no, I was just pointing at Simon, but you couldn't see my hand.
Oh, okay, I couldn't see. I
did you think Demi was putting it?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
For the first time ever,
Yes,
I'd
Demi.
like to ask to speak.
Did you have trouble with that in primary school, where you would,
No.
they would be like, put your hand up?
Demi's really good and she gets involved and she's engaged, but we just feel sometimes Demi needs to create space for the other children.
She's not fulfilling her potential.
She's fulfilling her pants full of pencil shaving.
She's extremely loud.
Perception checks.
Oh, okay. Is this a perception check to see how good my robot is?
You can't just talk to the DM
that's a maths
as
20,
your guy.
You got a maths 20?
Maths
Where
20.
the fuck, Dave?
Maths 20.
Where's my shit
Whoa!
at? Let me get one too. Where's my shit at?
Why don't
Just
you
roll a
get
dice,
on my
man.
sheet?
I don't know.
Just roll
Yeah.
the dice.
Have one of
No,
those.
I want to roll it here because maybe I'll get a maths 20. I'll roll it here.
Well, you got maths 20 on real dice. Oh.
That is a maths 14.
Piss. Hold on, I'll roll it here.
Because you didn't
All
do
right,
it
the
well.
maths
Yeah.
20 boys.
Yo.
Roll.
The maths 20 boys.
That's 14.
Oh my god! I got 2 13s.
What are the odds?
What is this
What are
happening
the
to
odds?
me?
We'll never know what the odds are. We will never, ever, ever know.
Dave
Okay.
already knows.
You hear
Some more spiders?
a sound coming from
You bitch.
a very distant sound coming from the direction that you entered from.
Halt! Who goes there?
And then I yell louder because I know it's very distant. I go like, "Halt! Who goes there?" To hopefully they hear.
And the sound echoes through the chamber.
Wait, so is that us?
Did you say that twice?
Is anybody there?
There, there.
I am the walrus.
Cuckoo-cuckoo.
Somebody else. That's what I was checking. It's impossible to not do it. Yeah, all right. Who's playing
was smart.
silly buggers?
I fucking
No
hate you.
answer.
What does the sound like for us maths 20s?
That's
What does it sound like for us? Maths 14s.
You would say
Say
that
the
it
14s
sounds.
first and then say the 20s.
Okay, to a 14, it sounds like somebody is playing a drum.
Okay, love that.
And to the 20s, it sounds like somebody might be chopping down a tree. Or something similar.
Well, you're sneaky, did you say?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna sneak down there, and I've got night vision, dark vision, so I can try and see what's happening.
Okay.
But don't forget, there's rooms hidden in this comp. Let's not leave this place until we've ransacked it. That's
Oh,
all
you're
Dave,
doing
what you
the.
say.
I get it. You're doing the holding your fingers in the choose your own adventure book so that we can come back
Well, I'm just,
and make
I don't
a
want us
different
to
decision.
leave. Sometimes the adventures
gotcha.
road trip you.
I
don't want
agree.
us to leave this place until
I
we
agree.
have.
Road trip you? They
Sometimes-
road trip you?
Yeah.
Sometimes they road trip you,
Yeah, I
and
wanna do road trips.
and it's fine.
You don't want that.
And it's fine for words to take on new meanings, as William Shakespeare taught us.
Yeah, you're going to be better than Shakespeare.
So
either.
sometimes they will just road trip us.
All right, we'll do
Let's
this
whiffle
now.
through this told you would, you know? You don't want to whiffle too fast. You don't want to
But
burble.
you guys are ostensibly on board for this.
Sneaking.
No, for the broader amulet
I
collecting.
am, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe you that we're being paid in Cranthian artifacts.
I think there's just, I mean, it's the best. It's sort of the best option, really.
It's not just spend time with
It's
friends.
just nice to hang out.
All these boons.
Little boons.
All the boons.
So you can make a stealth check for me if you want to. If you want to be stealthy, but you're not
Maybe.
very stealthy.
Oh, that's
you
a
can try
one.
though.
Ooh.
Oh.
Just
So
Simon?
you climb-
Or all, yeah.
You
Doesn't really matter
so
what anyone
you
else rolls. He rolls
Not
a one for
really.
stealth.
you walk down through the
true.
crunching through spider corpses. You walk down through the big hole through the temple through the
Maybe-
crumbled
Maybe
down.
don't stand on every spider corpse. Maybe just, I see what you're trying to do, but it honestly feels like you're hitting them all on
They're
purpose.
actually not muffling any of the sound. They're quite crispy.
Actually, what happened? The first one was by accident, and then it triggered my ASMR, and I couldn't stop.
You've got to hit all of them? All right.
My ASMR was triggered. Oh, it's beautiful. And you see.
Show us, Aiden.
Show us.
No, I can't.
Okay, go on.
The computer's stuck here.
Is it a laptop? Is the computer a laptop?
Yeah, but it's plugged in. I guess I could do that. Hey.
Yeah.
Just twist it, motherfucker.
Shake it, shake
Oh,
it, shake
hang on
it,
a
shake
minute.
it, baby.
Are you
This
using
is,
the
but then my
inbuilt...
microphone won't work.
Hold on. Are you using the inbuilt camera on your laptop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My camera's gorgeous.
Yeah, I got a new thing. I see it's snowing outside and shit.
Oh, beautiful.
Wow.
The light is nice. It's not that good, but I can't
nice.
show you as good as I'm seeing it. Yeah, laptop baby. The laptop baby is driving me crazy. My
Session with the Western and dance for Dave.
Okay, as
You're not required
as
to dance in
Mr.
return.
Hedge, Mr. Hedge attempts to quietly creep down the hall.
Crunch, a crunch.
You reach the end of the passage, and daylight starts to come back to you because it's the light of the morning.
Deo.
And you realize that the sound of the chopping is coming from the far side of the rickety-ass bridge, where you see 3 figures.
Interesting expression there.
2 of them who you've never seen before, but one of them is none other than Girly Manfriend.
I said we should have gone back
The-
and
I
killed
hate
this
this
fucking
cunt.
guy.
Alright,
The
I'm sneaking. I'm not being seen though. You can't. I'm
I
not
have
being
a
seen.
gun.
Tell
And I
me,
have a-
you gotta roll the dice, brother.
Alright, so I'm hiding because I do not want him to see me. If I see him in the distance, is he distracted or is he looking straight at where we're coming through?
Well, we're still inside, to be fair.
So you're still inside. You're behind Hedge, and they notice you clanking and clonking out Mr. Hedge. So he yells faster. So basically, this is the way that you came from, right? And you see it's across a very deep gorge that the rickety ass bridge crosses.
And we're
And as
historically not good at crossing any kind of
We're
gorge.
not. We're not good at really
As
crossing.
you-
Fuck all.
You emerge onto a ledge that the cave was on, and there are the tree stumps that the bridge was attached to on your side, and on the far side they are chopping at the fastenings of the bridge. And as
Fancy
he
action!
sees-
Fancy action! I get a fancy action.
She does get a fancy
Okay.
action.
I get
what-
a fancy action.
what's
My
your fancy
action is that as soon as I see that Girly is there, I hide in the shadows for as long
Okay.
as it takes me to use the diagram of Boof to make a perfect disguise with my 2 disguise kits.
So I've worked on film sets, and a good makeup will take like 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay, sometimes it'll take 5 hours, Dave, but we're not working with that kind of time.
Was Book Mystique from X-Men?
Yeah, Boof looked exactly like Mystique from X-Men.
Okay.
And I'm going to do
so,
that in 12 minutes.
Okay. So Tastily hides with no mirror.
Yeah.
So
What are
Tastily
you
tries to
doing?
disguise himself. Mr. Highstrider, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to sneak out so I can see.
Okay, so you sneak behind him. And Hedge, you have attempted to
I got a 1.
emerge.
I got a 1. I've got to
Yeah.
give these spiders a go.
Ooh, and your ASMR urge takes over as well, and you're like, ooh,
Crunch,
that's
crunch,
good.
crunch,
Ooh,
crunch.
crunch. So as they see you
I'm
emerge, Mr.
stimming
Hedge,
again.
they begin to chop faster at the fastenings of the bridge, which rattles dangerously.
I cock my gun. I aim it at Girly, and I'm like, "What are you doing there, friend? You know, we need to use that bridge."
And I come out
I
as Boof.
I don't think so.
Half covered in like white face paint.
But I've rolled a 20 with
You've got, like,
deception.
a fake mustache glued to your.
Well,
Fake
roll
mustache on my
your,
forehead.
Roll your disguise
He didn't
kit.
even have a
Show me how good your
mustache.
disguise is.
Wait,
you can
roll,
roll-
my disguise kit?
Yeah.
Come on, Jimmy,
Well,
just
you've
try
got
to disguise it.
proficiency. You use the tool.
Yeah.
So you
Where's
roll.
that at? So I go into my inventory.
I don't know if you can do
I
it
guess
in your
you can use
inventory.
your-
Disguise kit, there.
No, yeah.
Where do you want me to roll?
It's interesting. So it's a disguise kit is I don't know
I
what
would say it's intelligence.
great.
You
So
can
make
use
intelligence
intelligence
with proficiency.
and your proficiency.
Where's intelligence?
So intelligence plus 2 is gonna be plus 4.
Intelligence.
Plus 4
Plus 4. Okay.
to 10.
Okay. It's a 10.
He didn't
It's a 10,
have
so
a
that's pretty good.
mustache.
So they're chopping at it, and Boof emerges. They're like, "Oh, hey, Boof, chop faster!"
Hey,
And
stop
Girly's
it! No,
like,
don't! Don't! Serious! Don't! I'm
And they're
over
like-
here and I all of it. I really will.
Yeah.
And they told me even in there, they've got big eagle friends that are going to help them out if you leave it to the last second. They are going to.
We've been asking Boof to tell us everything, and Boof's so good at his job, he said no because his friends wouldn't betray him and leave him on this side of the island.
But I fucking will, because they're going to get out anyway.
Okay, you can make a deception check. You can have advantage on your deception check.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah,
Okay,
you.
well, I already rolled a 20.
So this one's just
on your
straight
deception.
Yeah,
stunting now.
yesterday.
Now the
double
Okay,
success.
so they believe.
Now I got, and
they-
then the other one's a 12, but I got a 20 first.
Okay.
Is
So
this an
girly-
island?
No, I
No, you're not. It's an
Do we need
effective
this
island.
bridge?
I think this
If
is the
anything,
only
this
way
will,
back.
this will
I think
stop
it's
them from getting caught.
quite sheer. I think the cliff is fairly sheer.
It is having crossed this bridge once, you know indeed that it is fairly sheer.
But if they
So-
cut it on their side, at least the rest of it will be on our side. And we
Well,
can
yes, we'll have the tombs on our side, but they will have civilization on their side.
a fat lot of good.
So we'll have a grave. They've got
They're expensive.
yeah.
So Girly looks at you and he says, "I always knew you were a traitor, Boof. You can rot forever with them on that side of not civilization. You're never coming back. I'm gonna keep yous all quiet. Well,
Girly
welcome
Man
to
the
the
one-
place where you'll be dead forever."
Who's chopping?
No, he's got friends now, isn't he?
Yeah, his
He
his
doesn't seem like he
minions.
does his own work.
Okay, well I'm gonna cast command on the one who's chopping.
Okay.
Freeze.
Okay, what's the range on command?
As far as you need it to be, I believe.
It is as far as you need it to be.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think it does just
If
say.
they can hear you, I believe it's
No, it'll have a range.
where is it?
She doesn't have
Gonna
the
have a range right at the top.
Oh my god, I have
60
four
feet.
spell
60 feet.
slots.
60. Is it 60 feet?
Yeah, okay, you're right on the edge of the. Well, in order to. Yeah, okay. You can try and cast a command.
Okay, I did.
Okay, but there's going to be a saving throw and
See, if they
whatnot.
were on the side of a cliff with an axe, I wouldn't say freeze. I would say jump.
They might just jump up and down though.
That's true. Yeah.
That's
Dive.
true.
And then if he freezes and he's holding the cutting implement, he won't be able to let go of it.
Ooh, just tell him to die.
I don't think that works, does it?
I don't think that works.
No.
You
Retire,
can't command
retire.
people to
I
hurt
know.
themselves.
Retire.
I've already said it, so
Just tell him
Strike.
don't.
Strike.
Okay, what is the saving throw, Simon? If you
it's
look at your
13.
spell.
Wisdom 13.
Wait, can I see your 13? Wisdom saving
13,
DC
yeah.
13.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Ooh, he looks at you and he's like, and he gets a 16, which passes. So he's like, "You're not the boss of me. He's the boss of me. He
Alright.
pays the bills.
I'm
As
gonna
soon
just
as
start
you
running
pay,
across the-
maybe."
Girly.
Huh?
I'm very sorry about this. It's not personal, okay?
It's not?
No,
Okay,
it's not.
so I guess, are we going to roll initiative? Is
I
that what we're
shoot him in
doing?
the face.
Okay, we're combat. Okay,
Initiative?
so yeah, we're in initiative. Well, we'll stay in initiative. Hedge, you are up first. Are you going to start going across the
I'm
bridge? Is that
bolting
what's
across
happening?
the bridge, and I think I'm probably
Okay.
quite fast. So let me just.
So make a dexterity check, please.
Okay. Athletics or dexterity?
Dexterity, because it's rickety. This shit is rickety. You're strong.
Where is my dex? Oh,
Make
It's not a
that
skill, yeah, it's an
dexter-
attribute.
Make that dex check. Da-da-da-da.
It's an
Ooh,
8.
that's an 8. So your leg
Aw.
You're gonna fall. You're gonna fall again.
your leg slips through one of the boards, breaks and snaps, and your leg slips through. And as you slip through with the final chop, the axe blade severs the bundle of vines that is holding it on the far side, and the bridge begins to for what will be the fate of Mr. Hedge, Highstrider and Tastely, and also Dinks and Mr. Beverly. Find out next time on the Marvelous Adventures of Tastely, Highstrider and Hedge.